Hey y'all, today we're going to show you how to make old-fashioned crock pot cabbage in your slow cooker. It's a simple recipe, it's a long cooking recipe, and it's going to taste oh so good, and we're going to make it all while having a whole lot of fun.
Mister.
That boogie wiggle was just for you, baby.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Hi, welcome back to another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the Good Old Boy, where we're cooking up dishes straight from recipes that crock.com, my beautiful wife's cooking vlog, and today we're going to make a good recipe. Let me give you a little backstory. Some of y'all already know this, some of you don't. I grew up not liking cabbage unless it was in coleslaw with lots of sugar and mayonnaise and all kinds of stuff.
Such a shame.
I know, I was missing out. And then I met this cute girl in college, and then we got married, and then she made cabbage, and I said, I ain't eating that stuff. And she made me do it anyway. And let's just say it was really good. And ever since then, anytime she makes cabbage, to me, it's an absolute treat. This old-fashioned cabbage is something I think y'all will enjoy. If you're a cabbage lover, if you're not a cabbage lover, you might try it, and you might just fall in love. What you're gonna need for this recipe are the following ingredients. 1 head of cabbage.
Small head.
Small head. You know, not a big head.
They come in all shapes and sizes.
Yes, they do. They come in the size of basketballs. They come in the size of softballs. You want one right about, right in there, you know.
If you get a big one, cut it in half.
Yes, and only use half the head. But we have a small head here, and what I did, I'm going to go ahead and put this in my slow cooker, because that's the first step anyway. It should, one small head is pretty much going to look like it's going to fill that slow cooker up. So if you get a big head, well, you don't need to get a big head.
And we're using our 7-quart Cuisinart right now. But you can
break it up a little bit.
You can use a 6-quart for this.
Yes. Now what I do is you take yours, I cut it in half, then I cut the core out, that stem in the middle, because really it's kind of chewy, kind of like a woody chew to it, kind of like the inside of a pineapple, only it doesn't taste anything like pineapple. But then I just slice mine up just like this, and that's it. This is as far as I take it. The finer that you cut it up, the quicker this will cook. So that's about 6 hours right there, I would reckon. Then you want 8 cups, which would be 2 boxes, if you got these, of chicken broth. You want the whole shebang in there. Honey, why are we putting this much chicken broth with this?
We just like the way that it cooks it. It's going to make it like boiled cabbage. And
yeah.
So, and the chicken broth gives it more flavor than if you were to use like water or something like that. So this is a dish that you're going to spoon out with a slotted spoon. Some people are like, oh wow, that's a lot of broth for that cabbage. And it is, but that's because that's what we're trying to accomplish. You can serve it like soup if you want and drink the broth. It's going to be yummy. But we serve it like with a slotted spoon, a lot like you would like green beans or corn.
Yep.
And it's going to have a liquid left in the pot.
This is a half stick of butter. I've sliced it up a little bit so it kind of spreads the love all around. Oh, by the way, if you saw me just hit the crock pot with the slow cooker with a knife, yeah, I know. I heard the from back there. You don't want to do that. Don't touch the slow cooker with your knife.
The non-stick.
That's right. That's a non-stick slow cooker. You don't want to touch that with your knife. But 1/2 stick of butter. Then you want 1 jar of drained pearl onions. I've already drained these. And these are regular pearl onions. If they were mini pearl onions, the price tag would still be on there. That was pretty good.
If you don't want to use pearled onions, you could use a regular yellow onion and just chop it up and toss it in there.
Then also you want to have, I cannot remember how many ounces it was now that we've already
We just said like a bag of the bacon crumbles.
Yeah, like your bacon
ounces?
bits, real bacon. Use real bacon. Yeah, I think it's like 2.5 ounces, either like the little jar of bacon. But then we had some bacon that we have saved up in the fridge already. So I've got 8 slices of bacon. And now it's sad to use crisp bacon. We bake ours in the oven because we cook up quite a bit of bacon for recipes and the fact that I like bacon. And so when you do it in the oven, it doesn't necessarily crisp up like it would in a frying pan. But to me, I like it better.
Well, when you cook it in the oven, it doesn't.
Well,
I like to overcook mine to get them real crisp.
Well, I tend to overcook mine in the skillet. And I didn't want to have a bunch of black bacon. 'Cause
No.
I'm not a big fan of burnt bacon. In the comments below, how do you take your bacon?
I
you
like
it
my
crispy? Do you like it chewy? Or are you one of those that likes it burnt black? Some people are.
I prefer mine thin cut too, which I know is like most people like thick, but I like thin, crispy bacon. And that's like a challenge in this house because you like the thick, chewy bacon.
I tell you what, something I wouldn't mind getting sometime is some of that pork chow bacon too. That's that real thick stuff you can make like, it's almost like lunch meat. All right, there's 8 slices of bacon sliced up, and that just goes right over the top of everything else. And then do I want to salt and pepper that now, or do I want to salt and pepper that later?
I would salt and pepper it now.
Let's salt and pepper
taste it later too.
All right, so we got our
salt
pig.
Just remember that chicken broth and bacon already has salt.
Yeah, I'm gonna gently do the salt because you can always add more salt later. It's hard to take it out. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 twists. That's the way I do it. I'm gonna put this in a lid on it. I'm gonna put a lid on it right now, and now we cook it on low or high.
I think you said high. I'm trying to pull it up now. You said high for 4 to 6 hours until the cabbage is tender.
So I'm gonna cook this on high for 4 to 6 hours until the cabbage comes out tender, and then we'll check it out in 3, 2, 1. And 6 hours has now gone by, and it's time to check our cabbage with a very hot lid. Let's do a little side note here. Queasy, our brand new Cuisinart, we love her. She cooks good, but she's a hottin', and that lid is metal. That handle is metal, rather, and metal conducts heat right into your hand, so be careful when you take the lid off this. But let's check out.
And her outside handles are metal too.
Yeah. They don't get super hot though.
Okay.
I think it's because it's insulated. Because I mean, we just turned this off, and I can put my hand here. It's warm, but
that lid.
Yeah, that lid is, it's hot. All right, well, let's check this baby out. We got cabbage, we got pearl onions, and we got bacon. I'm gonna have a good time. Like I said, we're doing this with a slotted spoon because it is really, really wet in there.
You're free to just eat it like a soup if you want to.
You can if you want to, but all that liquid is what's helping to cook down that cabbage. But let's give her a test. Look at that, right there. You got pearl onions and cabbage and bacon. Perfect side, or heck, I could figure this for dinner. Mm-hmm. Let's get an onion wheel.
Throw a little smoked sausage in there.
Now you're speaking my love language. Let's give her a try. This is without extra salt and pepper, but I got some on standby just in case.
It doesn't need salt? Mm-mm. Really?
That's delightful. Those definitely are not mini pearl onions.
Oh.
Because you cannot put a price tag on this.
Oh, goodness.
It is so good.
For people who are confused at what you're trying to say, they are mini pearl onions.
They're small pearl onions. They're not mini pearl onions.
Because he's referring to hee-haw. He's not giving you cooking instructions.
Keep talking. Okay. So, bacon. Let's just get the obvious out of there. The bacon gives it a little meat. Bacon gives a little smoky flavor, a little salty flavor. It really enhances the flavor of the cabbage. The cabbage is not mushy, but it's not crunchy either. It's just got a good chew to it, so it's cooked perfect. And then these pearl onions, they're like the secret star of the show. Like, if you had a play, and you've got the star of the show, but then there's this little up-and-comer that comes out and belts out a number that just blows you away, that you kind of almost forget about the lead star. That's what these pearl onions are. Because they don't taste like onions do. They're vinegary, they're sour, because they're stocked in vinegar. And so when you add that with cabbage that kind of gets a little sweet as it cooks, especially with the bacon, it's a good balance. I'm very happy right now. I'm going to have myself another great big bite because that is good stuff.
It would be a great holiday side dish. It's a great side dish to just have cooking all day. For when you just to go along with pork chops or chicken, grilled chicken, or anything.
These would go really good with pork chops. It goes really good by itself. I am a huge fan. I think this is the first time I've ever really paid attention to having pearl onions in a dish.
Oh, honey.
I'm super happy right now.
We have green beans that we do that with too.
But they've never stood out like that.
Maybe you just haven't paid attention.
And the reason I say that you don't need salt, I put you saw me put some in to begin with. The bacon's got some, the broth has some. But if you salt it too much, it's going to take away from the new star of the show, those onions. Those onions give a sour taste to it that makes you not need salt. The only thing you need is a bigger plate. Those are so good. I'm giving this a thumbs up. I hope y'all will give this video a thumbs up down below. Also, if you haven't become a member already of our little Crock Posse, actually our big Crock Posse now, we want you to make it bigger. Come on and join us. All you got to do is click subscribe down below and you'll automatically be a member of the Crock Posse. Also, if you're looking to financially support this channel, as well as recipesthatcrock.com, check us out over at patreon.com/recipesthatcrock. We love you if you support us. We love you if you don't. We just love you. And we love if you come back, because if you keep watching, we'll keep cooking, and all will be well. And I'm not kidding. I'm going back for number 2. This is really good. Hey, y'all. Today we're going to show you how to...
Oh my gosh.
Hey y'all, we're gonna show you the... Dang it. It's because I keep bobbing up and it's making me dizzy. I got a head rush.
You're the only one that's making you do that.
Hey y'all, today we're gonna show you how to make an easy crock pot cabbage in your crock pot. Because we're gonna use a crock pot to make crock pot cabbage.
And your Cuisinart. Why do you have a paper plate?
So I don't have to do dishes.
Good heavens.